Welcome back, everyone. Last chapter was definitely exciting, and I'm sure this one will be as well. As usual, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really helps. Now, let's begin. We come back to Nozzle trying to make peace with the Titans, but they just spit at her, with the hero, Ficasio, protecting her. And I didn't mention it last chapter, but we did hear what happened to him in the first chapter of the story, which is that he was used as a lab rat. Berzer tries to tell her that they need to go back from where they came from, but she just ignores him, getting all giddy about Ginbak's muscles. She basically tells them that they look strong, but she can make them even stronger if they allow her to experiment on them, but Ginbak doesn't not care. So she goes and tries to force them to comply by seeking her demon servants on them. But he easily slaps them away with no effort. But one does catch his eye a bit, being the severely experimented on hero Ficasio. But again, this was basically nothing to him, smashing him through the floor and falling into a storage room full of Nozzle's experiments. Now wanting them, since they have the most powerful body she has ever seen, she transforms into her burst form called Chimera Suit. She tries to outmuscle him, but seeing that wasn't working, she then tries to paralyze him and then tie him up inside spider's webs. She then attacks him in all of his weak points, finishing him off by putting necromancer maggots in him, so they will eat his organs, only leaving the shell of his body so she can use it. But she then sees that he was sleeping through all of this, and he tells her that it was a good massage. He then just sneezes out the maggots and starts to crush her. She starts to beg for her life, but Ginbak does not want to hear it. So she says she's going to self-destruct and take them all with her, but Ginbak just cups his hands around the ball and easily contains the explosion. It actually reminds me of a scene with Superman in an animated movie. He then throws one of the condensed balls at a Titan, killing him. He calls him his child, but we did not get any kind of label, so I'm guessing he calls all of the Titans his children. But seeing that she was able to kill a Titan even after her death, Ginbak just says "atta girl" for how powerful she was. He then asks Berzer where they are, and he just says that he killed the person who could have told them that, ending the chapter. So of course, we start out with the demons, because we got to see a lot of them this chapter. First, I want to talk about the enhanced soldiers we saw. They are all different demon races we have seen throughout the manga. So we got the undead skeleton, a goblin, anglerfish, lizard, jellyfish, hobgoblin, and whale demons that are all made to look like pretty boys. But man, once they transform, they look grotesque, with my favorite design being the anglerfish demon. I'm guessing on the demon hierarchy, they are between basic soldiers and combat executives. So strong, but not so strong that they warrant a title. Now to get onto the grim topic of Ficasio. He seemed to have become completely brainwashed and enslaved by Nozzle. He has now been modified to be like a tiger centaur with dragon-like wings, a snake tail, and with the upper body augmentations from an iron monkey. And the worst one is his support fairy being infused into his body, encased in a mana crystal, and seemingly she has become broken as well. And whenever he uses fairy union, he forcibly extracts her power, and it looks painful. What Ginbak did to them was just most likely putting them out of their misery. With seeing him though, we can see a good gauge of how Hollow would do against Ginbak, since Ficasio is most likely stronger than him. And it would not end well. Power scaling wise, he would be over combat executives, since just regular heroes would be over them, and would be around the same power level as Ginbak's sons, like Gory and Berzer. Now to the main dish, being Nozzle. She was decently impressive this chapter, but nowhere near as cool as Jachi. She has a more refined appearance on the surface, but is essentially a mad scientist at her core, wanting to dissect and improve people's bodies for the sake of seeing how far she can go, along with supporting the demon race in general and wanting to get praise from the Great Demon King. Her first ability she shows is her hair manipulation, along with her precision and genius level stitching, creating her chimera body. I already went through her abilities she used, so I won't go through them again, but her abilities are more spread out than somebody like Jachi, who seemed to dump all of his stats into his physical abilities for the most part. But we saw how she ended with her vanity being her downfall, since her servants only know how to praise her, and if she wasn't so self-centered, they may have been able to distract Ginbak enough to allow her to run away. She even said that she was going to submit to him, which is funny because me and others on the Reddit were theorizing Ginbak was going to make half Titan, half demon babies with her. And then she met her end, cursing Ginbak with her self-destruction being in vain. Good riddance to a monster like that. The Titans this chapter were basically the same as they usually are. Berser again was trying to negotiate, but Diganazel was too big-headed to listen to him. And it was funny how he basically told his dad to shut up since he didn't know what he was talking about. And Ginbak surprisingly listened without giving him any flack, which may show why he brings Berser along with him. And Ginbak took this fight even less seriously than Jachi's. He no-diffs the enhanced soldiers and Ficasio, with him no to low-diffing Diganazel, with the only effort he showed was when he hugged and compressed her. Great showing as always, no complaints. And again, no humans this chapter, so nothing to talk about with them. So this was yet another entertaining chapter. I hope you all enjoyed. So make sure, if you haven't, go check out my playlist for the series, since I have reviews of all the chapters individually. And make sure to like the video and subscribe. With all that done, I will see you guys later. Bye guys.